Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome to Auntie Tamar's Tiny Tots Corner. It's story time. Oh, yes. Now, the title of this story is Daniel and the Lion's Den. Yes, all about Daniel today. So, we are going to learn about Daniel and the Lion's Den. Darius was the new king of Babylon. He was smart, oh King Darius. He picked 120 of the very best people in his kingdom to help him rule. Wow, look at him. Then the king picked three of them to be in charge. Daniel was one of those three men. Daniel was preferred by the king above the other presidents and princes because an excellent spirit was in him. King Darius respected Daniel so much he thought about making him the ruler over the whole kingdom. Wow, but this got the other leaders jealous. They planned to find some fault Daniel so they could get rid of him and get him in trouble. Oh, wow. No matter how they tried, these leaders couldn't find anything bad about Daniel. He was a true king in all that he was true to the king in all that he did. He was an honest and faithful man of God. He prayed 3 times per day. The jealous leaders knew there was only one way they could trap Daniel. They knew that nothing on earth would stop him from worshiping the God of Israel. What a faithful man Daniel was. So they planned and they planned and they planned. Daniel's enemies thought up a plan. They made a new law for the king to sign. The law said that everyone or anyone who prayed must be thrown in the lion's den. Oh, wow. They went to the king, and the king signed the new law. Anyone who prayed to God or man for 30 days would be thrown in the den of lions. Roar, the angry lions. The new law made no difference to Daniel. He did what he always did. He kneeled by his open window 3 times a day and prayed to the God of Israel. They saw Daniel praying. They were happy. Yes, at last we can get rid of him, they shouted. The jealous leaders, they rushed to the king. King Darius, King Darius, King Darius, Daniel is praying and you signed a law that no one should be praying. King Darius had no choice. He tried so hard, but couldn't find a way to change the plan. Daniel was thrown in the lion's den, or the den of lions. But King Darius said to him, your God whom you serve will continually will deliver you. Your God whom you serve will deliver you. Oh my God. The king knew that Daniel God was a deliverer. Daniel was sentenced to die by being put in a den of lions, angry, hungry lions. But the God that he served, let us find out what will happen next. The king didn't sleep that night, mighty God. Very early the next morning, he rushed to the lion's den. King Darius shouted, Daniel, Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God in whom you serve continually been able to deliver you from the lions? Maybe he didn't expect Daniel to answer, but Daniel replied, wow. Daniel called out, O king, my God sent his angels and shut the lion's mouth so that they have not hurt me. And also, O king, I have done no harm or wrong before you. Wow. What a God. King Darius was delighted. He ordered Daniel to be lifted out of the den of lions. The king knew God had delivered Daniel and that Daniel's enemies were God's enemies. Wow. 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 Now the king commanded that all those who tricked him into signing that bad law were to be thrown in the lion's den. Huh. The hungry lions ate them all up and their families and their children. Oh yes. And King Darius wanted the world to know that the God of heaven had protected his servant Daniel. Wow. Delivering God is he. So the king wrote a letter that commanded everybody to worship the living God. And the king restored Daniel to honor and leadership. Our God is a deliverer. He is always on time. Have yourself a blessed day, boys and girls. The end.